My name is Nikki Mohan and I will be your host today. This is our 5th tutorial in the Fluency series called Collaboration Fluency. During the course of this tutorial, you will first be able to give a working definition of collaboration fluency. Second, be able to list the components of collaboration fluency. And third, be able to explain each of the 9 E's. But before we begin, I want to welcome you to the Committed Sardine channel. We will commence this 5th tutorial by using a very simple graphic organizer. This one requires just 2 columns. Take a moment to draw 2 columns either virtually or on paper. You now have a concept graphic organizer. The first column we label familiar concepts. The second we label new concepts. Pause the video and take a couple of minutes and in point form write down what is it that is familiar to you about collaboration fluency. Collaboration fluency is global connections, which is the ability to collaborate seamlessly in both physical and virtual spaces with real and virtual partners locally and globally. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will look at collaboration as the act of working together for a common goal. Our Committed Sardine team has developed the 9 E's process to help us master the skills required to become collaboration fluent. Because collaboration requires the ability to work effectively with diverse teams and at the same time it requires the ability to be helpful and make necessary compromises to accomplish a common goal. Through the 9 E's of collaboration fluency, we are able to cultivate an unconscious mental process that we can transfer to similar or different situations. So let's begin. Step 1 of collaboration fluency is explain. At this step, learners define the purpose of the project and determine the shared goals, challenges or problem and describe in their own words what tasks they are required to complete. Step 2 is establish. At this stage, students establish who the target audiences are, identify the stakeholders, develop group rules, allocate roles and responsibilities for team members, assign group and individual tasks, develop and sign a group performance contract that outlines expectations, rules and norms. Step 3 is explore. This is the research phase where learners gather information and resources to utilize in order to accomplish tasks and complete challenges. Step 4 is envision. Envision is the visioning process during which learners are encouraged to visualize and imagine a variety of possible solutions and outcomes. Step 5 is engineer. Engineer is about formulating a step-by-step roadmap or plan that lays out the process and identifies timelines that learners will utilize to accomplish tasks and meet their goals. The plan serves as a guide to ensure learners stay on task. Step 6 is execute. At this step, the team puts the plan into action. Create a product to solve the problem, task or challenge and deliver their solution to a determined audience. Step 7 is examine. Examine is about assessing both the product and process. Now, multiple methods of assessment should be utilized to monitor individual, group, and class progress. This can be summative, formative, formal, informal, written, verbal, recorded, or any combination of the different approaches. Step 8 is evaluate. This is where the groups look back at the product and process and determines whether the goals were achieved and challenges met, considers areas for improvement, determines what worked, what didn't work, review the contract and see that it was fulfilled, and use this reflection process to provide constructive feedback to group members and other groups. And step 9 is extend. At this final stage, encourage students to take further action. This involves acting upon their reflections from the evaluate stage. This step provides learners with the opportunity to make a difference by positively contributing to society and ultimately developing good citizenship qualities. So in summary, explain is when groups collectively unpack the problem and describe in their own words what tasks they are required to complete. Establish is when students identify the target audiences and establish group expectations, rules, and norms. The explore step is where they gather information and resources. At the envision step, they visualize and imagine a variety of possible solutions. Engineer is a step-by-step plan laying out the process and timelines to accomplish tasks. Execute is where learners create a product. This is the produce part of this step, and then deliver the solution to a determined audience, which is the publish part of the step. The next step is examine, which is about assessing both the product and the process. Evaluate is the step where students reflect on the product and process. The last step is extend, where they are asked to act on their reflections. So collaboration fluency requires the ability to work effectively with diverse teams to accomplish a common goal. Through the 9 E's of collaboration fluency, we are able to cultivate an unconscious mental process that we can transfer to similar or different situations. We believe that collaboration fluency is an essential skill that all learners must acquire. Now, let's revisit the concept graphic organizer you created at the beginning of this tutorial. In the first column, labeled Familiar Concepts, you wrote points about things you were familiar with or already knew about collaboration fluency. Now, we are going to write points in the second column that we labeled New Concepts. Please pause the video now and take a few minutes to complete this column. That is all the things you now know or the new concepts you now know about collaboration fluency. Or you could do this at the end of this tutorial. Thank you for joining me for the 5th tutorial in this series. In the next session, we take a close look at unpacking communication fluency and why it is critical that all our students are equipped with this essential skill. If you enjoyed the session, please leave a comment below and also tell us a little bit about yourself. Please remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are informed when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you soon.